I recently visited the village of Riverton in northern Connecticut. It's a pretty neat place. Stopped at the general store for lunch, the bakery, there's a glass blowing studio, and all of this is pretty much on this one main road through the center of the village. Now, I was surprised, for such a small area, there was actually a lot of people out. But what I noticed is this big sweeping curve through the center of the village kind of encourages people to drive through quickly and not actually stop. And it made visibility to these two crosswalks pretty bad. So I took a shot at redesigning this main street to make it feel more like a place to be instead of a place to drive through. So the big change I made was redesigning this curve into an always stop T intersection. And this is actually a raised intersection, so the sidewalk, all the crosswalks, and this center intersection area and the sidewalks over here are at the same level. So cars have to go up and over to get through the intersection, and it places more prominence on pedestrians crossing. Along this main road and heading towards the river, I brought the curbs of the road inward to give more space to the sidewalk and allow some room for street tree plantings. Right now the sidewalks are a bit narrow and there's not a lot of shade when you're walking. And then closer towards the inn and at this intersection, I made sure there were crosswalks and sidewalks on all the corners because right now there's nothing. And finally, I had to make a trade-off. So right now there's a few parking spots right in front of the general store, but that means the sidewalk has to disappear for these spots, which isn't great for pedestrian safety. I found out the people who own this general store also own this big parking lot right across the street. So what I did is I took away the spots in front of the general store and made a really wide sidewalk, then also used the space from teeing up this intersection and getting rid of the curve to make the parking lot a bit bigger. I think I got maybe 8 extra spots by reconfiguring it, and also have this little walkway with some benches and a lot of plantings. So that might encourage people to park here and walk across this new raised intersection to get to the general store.